Hello, welcome back to Oh My Bookishness. Before we get started, I want to preface this by saying I got a cat. Her name's Eleanor. I got her a few days ago. Adopted her from the animal shelter. And she's kind of a chatterbox. So if you hear meows or loud purring, she's sitting right next to me. I will include footage of her at the end of this video because I can't just tell you that I got a cat and then not show a cute cat video. Moving on from my cat, today I'm gonna do kind of a book haul video thing because I ordered a whole bunch of books because I was quarantined last week and all alone, and I shouldn't be allowed to have a credit card, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. But we're going to unbox it together today because it showed up. But before we do that, as usual, I like to tell you a little bit about what I've been reading. So the book that I just finished is called A Touch of Gold by Annie Sullivan, and this is not really a King Midas retelling, but like a sequel to King Midas, sort of. It's about King Midas's daughter, whose name is Cora, and if you remember the King Midas story, he turned his daughter to gold. So this is what happens after she turns back. She still has a gold color to her skin and possibly some other powers. But yeah, so basically what happens in this is some enchanted gold is stolen from her father and she needs to get it back. Otherwise bad things will happen. So she enlists the help of some sailors, and there are way more pirates in this book than I thought there were going to be, which is never a bad thing. But anyways, it's definitely a plot heavy book, not a character heavy book, which normally I don't like, but I really did like this one, and I will leave my review for it down below. So yeah, and then the book that I am currently reading is Ruin and Rising, which is the third book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and then I'm going to move on to Six of Crows, and then King of Scars, and then this is a great transition into the unboxing part, and I already opened this because I wanted to see it. Rule of Wolves, which is the last book, so I've heard, in the Grishaverse. And look at that chunk. Look at that chunk. But yeah, so I pre-ordered this and it arrived the other day, and I'm super excited to read it. While we're still on the topic of Grishaverse, I thought I'd show you, I got a pre-order gift for Rule of Wolves as well, which is why I pre-ordered it. Sometimes publishers do like little incentives to get you to pre-order things, and I am a sucker and fall for it every single time when it's an author that I love. So I got the pre-order gifts, which for Rule of Wolves was this little pin, if I can, there we go, which is a Rule of Wolves pin. You can't see it super well, but you're just gonna have to, that's what you get. We'll just put that on right there. And then also this poster, which I haven't taken out of the plastic yet, which of course has Zoya, Nikolai, and Nina. So that's pretty beautiful art. Can't wait to find a spot to hang this up. With those out of the way, let's get the big one. I ordered from Book Outlet, as you can tell, because I ordered so many books from them, because if you haven't checked out Book Outlet before, you really should. They have a lot of really cheap books on there, which is where I get a lot of my books, because if I didn't shop from there and like thrift books and thrift stores, I would not have any money. But yeah, so Book Outlet is a wonderful place to get discounted books, and they are always in like super nice quality. Touch of Gold I got from there. It was like probably $3 or something, and you know, nice hardcover book. It's really good prices. Really good prices on Book Outlet. They're one of my favorite places to order books from. And so while I was quarantined, I ordered a whole lot of books from them. Well, probably, yeah, I can't remember how many. Maybe 6 I don't know. But anyways, I am become a blade, so here we go. Eh. This blade is from Dollar Tree, so not the best. Here we go. Put that back before I hurt myself. First of all, lots of packaging. Are you interested in that, Eleanor? There you go. So, Eleanor has found the paper. Eleanor likes the paper. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, so let's get started with the one right on top here, which I did not know this, but this book is by the same author of Touch of Gold, which I didn't know when I ordered it, but you know, we found out, a pleasant surprise. Oh, kitty. You can play with that later. The first one is Tiger Queen by Annie Sullivan. I don't remember a ton about what this one is about, but I believe there's like a princess who, she has to fight in an arena to prove her right to rule. And I believe in the summary online it said that she was fighting her suitors, which sounds like an interesting twist. I would like to see that. So yeah, so that one sounds good. The next book that we have in here is Lucky Strikes, which this one, it may be middle grade. I'm not sure if it's teen or middle grade, but it takes place in the 30s. It's about this girl who, her parents are dead, I believe, and she has to take care of her younger sister as well as the gas station that their family owns. And there's a guy down the road who's, I've heard he's very creepy, and he wants to buy the gas station from them. So yeah, I don't read a ton of historical fiction, but this one just seemed like it would be, I don't know, it called to me. So we'll see if it's any good. Next is volume 5 of Dragon Goes House Hunting, which this cover does not really show you the excellence of Dragon Goes House Hunting very well. The back shows you a little bit better. Basically this is a manga series about a dragon named Letty who is kicked out of the cave that he lives in by his father, and so he has to go house hunting, and there is an elf Dark Lord who is a realtor, and yeah, pretty much shenanigans ensue. There's a lot of references to Dungeons and Dragons and video games and things like that. I don't read a ton of manga, but I highly recommend this series. I've read the first 2, I have the 3rd one, and now the 5th one. I just need to get my hands on the 4th one, and then I'm going to binge them all. Yeah, so it should be a fun time. Then, let's go to this one next. This one is called The Good for Nothings, which I thought was a graphic novel, but it is not. It is about people in space. I've heard it from the description, it kind of sounds like Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit, because it's about these misfits in space who are all criminals, and I'm guessing they have to break out of prison and do some stuff, possibly save the galaxy, who knows. And then we have this one, which is called Given, which I really love that cover. It's very cool. I was a little bit hesitant to get this one because it is a Wattpad book, and Wattpad, if you don't know what it is, it's the home of some very interesting self-published stories. Yeah, but I thought this one sounded kind of neat. It's about a girl who has to go prove herself, and she comes across a boy who can shapeshift into a dragon, and he's like, oh, hey, by the way, we're like soulmates. And she's like, not sure about that. We'll find out what happens, but I thought this looked really pretty, and, you know, we'll give it a shot. Next, I stronger than a bronze dragon. Which, look at that cover, gorgeous. Her village is taken over and she and a boy have to save it. Okay, so her village is taken over by this guy, and the guy says, hey, you know, I won't kill y'all if I get to marry one of the girls in the village, or there's like a magical pearl or something like that, and of course he picks the main girl to marry, and then the pearl is stolen, I think? And then she has to go get it back to save her village. So, sounds like an interesting one. Then we have A River of Royal Blood, which is a story about two royal sisters who have to fight each other, which kind of sounded like a similar plot to Three Dark Crowns, which is a book that I really enjoyed. And look at this pretty cover. Very cool. Promises of magic and knives and, you know, royalty fighting, and that sounds like a good time. Not for them, but for me. And then finally, I'm super excited about this. Book Outlet had on their website, let me move the box out of the way, these Penguin Minis, which I saw like a couple of years ago or something was when they came out with them. And I just think they're so neat because they're books that are, I'll show you, they're books that are like this sized, but it's like the whole book, but then you read it like this, and then they're like phone sized, you know, so you can put them in your pocket and take them with you, and it's a pocket sized book. This is brilliant. Like, why aren't there more of these? Why can't publishers make more of these? Like, these were not very popular at all, which I don't understand, because this is brilliant. Like, brilliant. I don't know. But anyways, I got A Little Princess, which is one of my favorite classics, and then I also got Anne of Green Gables, which I have not read yet. I watched some of the movies as a kid and really enjoyed them, and people keep telling me to read it. So now that I have it in pocket size, maybe, you know. And aren't these just the coolest? It's so cool, okay? I mean, it's so cool. Just like sitting somewhere in a waiting room or something, you know, waiting to get your COVID vaccine, and just be like, I'm bored. I've got a book here. I'm just gonna, where did I leave off? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go, here we go. Oh yeah. It's just so cool. I don't understand why they weren't popular, and I really wish, you know, maybe the reason they weren't popular is because Penguin chose some kind of random titles to make into tiny books. I feel like if they had picked more popular books, or maybe just like a whole bunch of classics, they have a few classics, and they have John Green books, and then I know they did Matched by Ali Condi, and Legend by Marie Lu, and so they did a few, but you know, I feel like they should have done other ones. I want other companies to do more of these, because they're just such a cool idea and I love it so much. I'll stop ranting about those now. Alright, well, that was my random book haul. My wallet says, why? And my heart and my brain say, that's a good choice right there. Add to the Dragon Hoard of books. And I will hopefully be reviewing some of these, which you can find my book reviews on my blog, which is on my bookishness.weebly.com. And like I said, I'm gonna leave the link for A Touch of Gold down below. And I don't know what else to say, so bye! Here is Miss Eleanor, the Queen. She's named after Queen Eleanor from Brave. Eleanor, you wanna look at the camera? Can't be bothered. Get some purring action. Okay, Eleanor says bye.